All right, everyone, I should be live. Give me a moment to make sure that Odyssey actually follows suit, though. And Twitch, actually. Yeah. Let me do the thing. Making sure that those tabs are muted. YouTube, I know, is live, but it takes a minute. There's a delay. Santa only comes once a year. He's always late. You can see there's a mist in front of me. I'm sliding on my sleigh through the ether. That's actually incense smoke, so don't worry. The house is not burning down. We are live on Twitch. Still waiting for Odyssey, though. Yes, we are live there as well. Okay, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Yule, etc. We got so many things to talk about. This is near the end of the year, so we'll be ranting a little bit. I will do some super chats and stuff like that, but while they're enabled, that's not the main gist of this particular episode, because there are so many funny things to talk about. I put cats in the description there, but the cat decided to abandon me. It's over, I think, on the sofa. Yes, asleep. So very, very sad. We'll be going through some chats here. EagleFang86 on Twitch. Is Styx smoking a J? I haven't had marijuana in about 10 years. I'm stone cold sober, other than my caffeine, of course. So we'll be covering some things. Just a second here. I've got to calibrate something. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm a Luddite. I can't be blamed for my lack of finesse when it comes to live streams. But yes, we are indeed live. Eric Rhymes, who has dumb neighbors? I think everyone. If they have neighbors at all, there's got to be that one person in the neighborhood. We're already at one Biden loser unit, so, you know, he's not having a good Christmas. By the way, link in the description, and I will pin it. Just a second here. Let me go to YouTube and pin this in the live chat. Oh, boy, this is a good one. A really good one. Content live. The Yuletide special view on YouTube. All right. That's not what I want. I've pinned a message on YouTube. You can see this for yourself. We'll be talking about it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We will be referring to this multiple times. Clueless Biden apparently got a call from somebody, and they were like, you know, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever. And then they're like, let's go, Brandon. And Biden, his wife got it right away. And she was like, oh, ho, ho, ho. And Biden's like, oh, yeah, I agree. Let's go, Brandon. And it's like the greatest thing ever. It's a Christmas troll. It's a Christmas miracle that Joe Biden is so demented that he actually fell for it. And I don't think this is edited or doctored or anything like that. Somebody can definitely tell me if you believe that, if somebody voiced over or something on this clip, you can definitely do that. But I don't think so. I think it's genuine. Joe Biden's actually that nuts. Neopop. Hey, Styx. First time I was able to chat where I either wasn't at work or sleeping. Do you think gun rights will continue into the future? Yeah, I think that they'll actually expand. The Supreme Court is slated on their next docket, which is this next year, after they get to the OSHA mandate and a few other things. I think that they will be expanding concealed carry nationwide, whether it's shall issue or, you know, no permit required, constitutional carry. That remains to be seen. My fear is that they'll do the shall issue side of things, and then there will be a battle over how much you can charge for the shall issue. for the issuance. Uper0987, Merry Christmas to you and your lovely wife. Have a happy new year. Well, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yes, everyone, make sure to watch that link, the pinned one. Newman Leary on Twitch. Are you an Asian? No, if I look slightly Asian, it's probably the result of the fact that I supposedly have some Abenaki blood in me. I'm not 100% sure of that. So I'm not Elizabeth Warren. I'm not going to claim, hey, I'm full-blooded Cherokee. Fucking give me money. And to Rocket Surgery MD on Twitch. The link is actually only pinned on YouTube. Let me put it in here. I wonder. Yeah, I think that if I put it in on StreamYard, I think people on Twitch will be able to see it. So there it is. Yeah, it went through on Twitch. Definitely take a look at that because that's hilarious. Seth B, have you ever peed on a poop? Yeah, when you're a little kid, your shit is basically like a little battleship, and you're supposed to urinate on it until it falls apart. I gotta say, that's definitely a thing. All the males that are watching this right now, you understand what I'm talking about. My parents used to put their cigarettes out in the toilet, and I used to piss on them too and blast them apart. I thought it was great. Styxhexen tape measure. The toolbox is in chaos. Save us, Kane. It wouldn't be a live stream without you making a super chat, by the way. So Merry Christmas to you. Dorkwing Buck. If Republicans retake the Senate and Congress, what should their first action be? I think impeachment of both Biden and Harris. That depends on if they have the votes. If they have the votes to remove them, I would say yes. If they don't have the votes to remove them, and in the Senate, I don't think that they will. I think they'll gain a significant majority in the House and Senate, but I don't think they'll have the votes for that. What I would say is their first goal should be to come out on TV and on the internet, because nobody gives a shit about TV, I guess, anymore, except for soccer moms, and say, we're not going to pass anything. We're just going to stand in your way. Screw you. The next 2 years are going to be hard for you, Joey. The Cancer Man is true. You used to cross-dress before. No, actually, that is from many, many years ago. I was drunk, and one of my exes was into makeup, and I got make-upped. And that video is still up. Let me find the video. I know it had to do with Hillary Clinton, actually. What the fuck is the name of it? No, you can watch it. I mean, it's still there. If YouTube will allow me to find it. That's the whole problem. Finding my own videos is harder than almost anything else, because YouTube's algorithms suck dick. I'm not going to be able to do this. I think it was, 20? That's not it. I think it was 2015 or something. Yeah, I'll put that in chat too, actually. I thought it was funny at the time. It was basically a joke. People, I guess, they took it seriously. No, it's not from that era. It's not there either. Well, anyway, I know that it's there. I'll keep looking for it here sporadically. I'm trying to think. It was something about the establishment wants us to vote Hillary. No, Jesus Christ. I absolutely hate YouTube's new search within your own videos. I hope I can find it. I'll just look up Clinton. Yeah, 109 videos that I have to sort through. Thank you very, very much. Nice and easy. It's exactly what I want. And some of those were really cool videos too. Hawaiian shirts and shit. Let's see if we can find it. I know that it's still there. Come on. Show me the one where I'm supposedly cross-dressing. I know exactly which video you're referring to, by the way. Through 180 of 250. To give you an idea of how politics was yesteryear in the mid-2010s. Oh, come on. Okay, I can't find it. I'm sorry, but it definitely is there. It was not cross-dressing. It was me in heavy makeup and in gothy clothing. I thought it was funny. I kneel for no man. Mr. Styx, what platform do you trust to trade and buy crypto? Also, Merry Christmas. I don't trust any of them. I have an Exodus wallet, and of course I use Coinbase because there's no alternative really. Jimmy Styx, are you actually Jesus pretending to not be because you think it's funny? No, I'm more like Judas. Jesus had more straight hair. It's a big problem. Nice, bro. Merry Clankmas. Clank, clank. Styxhexen pliers. I'm planning a hostile takeover of this toolbox. Remon CGTC for the joint fund. Merry Christmas, Styx. Thank you very much. Big Ugly Clowno. I may run an 11th hour write-in campaign for Leahy's seat. Run on meme power. I have connections in both rural Vermont and Chittenden immigration populations. Stay tuned. Make sure to DM me if you're running against Leahy's empty seat. Make sure to DM me. We'll get you some help. The Great Awakening. Was Corn Pop a cross-dresser? Merry Christmas. It seems so. Yeah, he was definitely a greaser. He was one of those bad dudes back in the 50s, back when Joe Biden actually had like hair that wasn't gray. And his hair plugs, by the way, are falling out. And he's got that chin flat back. He's got that problem going on now again. He needs more surgery. Salty Apostle. Styx, are you familiar with Delta H THC? It's chemically made from CBD, and it gets you high. 100% legal on federal level, but most don't know it exists. The last time that I tried anything cannabinoid related, like a research chemical, I overdosed on it and got fucked up. And now I can't smoke pot at all, so I would avoid it. Just smoke pot. Scott Steiner, the world's greatest ring announcer. Merry Christmas, Styx. Don't forget to send your older brother Razor a rare steak and Hawaiian pizza. Stay sleazy, the good time, like Sleazy P Martini. Go subscribe. Yes, definitely do that. And there's actually a Hawaiian pizza out in the freezer. But we've already prepared some food here. I made deviled eggs today. I make good deviled eggs, by the way. And some cranberry sauce. I was going to do the squash today, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then Liz actually, she makes amazing chicken with roasted potatoes. So we're going to be having a feast tomorrow. It is Christmas Day. And Christmas to me means, you know, food and family. Not I don't care about the presents. Just feed me. ZI12, is there still any plans to co-host with Happy Homelands to get your two perspectives? Also, put your cat for me and Merry Christmas. I think you mean pet the cat. I am no longer the co-host of Happy Homelands, although I did enjoy it. I will be debating Ramsey, actually, on Ralph Retort's show not that long from now. It's a friendly debate, but we have different ideas when it comes to moralism. Josh Eternal, Trump has to be DS. He protected Gretchen Whitmer. The Dex J. Styx, before the Iraq War in 2003, the linguistic propaganda was, we don't want the smoking gun to become the mushroom cloud. Now it's safe and effective shtick. It never ends. Merry Christmas. Yeah, it is similar. Jacob Hill. Merry Crimble Sticks. I've started trading and I'm already making returns. Ironically, the key is not to care about making money. Have some of my profits. Thank you very much. And yes, that is the key. Now, if you're going to stick it in for crypto or other things, you can't just cash out the next day. You'll lose money. Logan Benegas. Merry Christmas, bro. Or Christus. Merry Christmas to you. Tom McMorrow, Merry Christmas to you and the wife. Please shout out, same to my boys, Danny and Patrick. Well, Merry Christmas to you, Danny and Patrick. I am. Instead of calling the establishment talking mouth the mainstream media, can we instead call them the telecommies? It fits so well. That would work as long as they're in the telecom industry. I just call them the legacy media. I really kind of want to find that video, though. Now you've got me interested. It was something like the establishment wants me to vote for Hillary Clinton. The problem is, like before, if you typed in something that was roughly akin to the title of a video on YouTube, and then you put your username, of course, it would be #1 on that list. Now I'm seeing, like, let me see. Vote for Hillary Clinton, Styxhexenhammer. Here's the results. Republicans voting for Hillary Clinton by CNN. Colin Powell announces he'll vote for Hillary Clinton by ABC News. Who I'm voting for 2020 by Casey Neistat. You know, that deformed dude. Who I'm voting for president by Casey Neistat. Senator Hillary Clinton suspends roll call vote by C-SPAN. Hillary Clinton votes in New York by Business Insider. Lucky TV, Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton, Time of My Life by DWDD, whatever the fuck that is. Bill Burr, Nothing Will Change with Trump as President by Team Coco. Bill Burr doesn't have a lot of sympathy for Hillary Clinton by Team Coco. Progress is on the ballot by Hillary Clinton. So if I look at my things verbatim, including my username, I'm going to see Hillary Clinton, The View, ERB, Washington Post, CBS News, CNN, CNBC, CNN, Hee Productions, that moron, same one. NBC News, CNN. I mean, it's a laundry list of other people that have nothing to do with my content creation. And there are still people who think that it's my fault that I get less views on my videos on YouTube. I'm stale, they say. Well, I mean, fucking nobody can find my shit. It's not my problem. It's not my fault. I am. Instead of calling the... I did that one. Sorry. Cold Cuts. Do you think funeral work is worth it? By this time next year, I should be certified to embalm, cremate, and direct funerals. I ask because you're right a lot. I actually looked into becoming an embalmer. I thought, well, I mean, it's steady work. The boomers are dying off. You may not make a huge amount of money, but you make a living. I looked into it. I would go with it if I was you. Inquisitor Jack, Merry Christmas and hope you and yours are well. Love deviled eggs. Make mine with curry powder in addition to the usual ingredients. Yeah, I use paprika on top just as a garnish. You know, you shake it on top. You add dill to the mustard and to the mayo that you mix with the yolks. The Rambling Recollector, you were in heavy makeup in a Halloween special praying to Lucifer pretty early on in the Styxhexenhammer Speaks playlist, if that helps. Yes, I remember that one as well, but that's not the one people are talking about. I can't remember the fucking title of it. And I can't find it on YouTube. Even if I go into my own videos, I can't find it. I know it's still there. I'll do the best that I can. Let's just look up Clinton. Yeah, let me go through like hundreds and hundreds of videos. That's exactly what I wanted to do on this live stream. This is what YouTube has devolved into. $91 through $120 of about $190. Well, yeah, I have to talk about Hillary Clinton a lot. She ran for president. She lost. Proclaimed that she didn't lose. Nobody, by the way, bans you for asking questions about that election. Come on, show me the money. Jesus Christ. I gotta say, as far as search goes, YouTube sucks these days. Completely sucks. I think I've gotten past it too. I believe. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't find it. Look for, if you want to do me a favor, if you're a clanker, a true clanker, the video of me in heavy makeup, where I think I was saying something about the establishment or the media wants me to vote for Hillary Clinton, no thanks, or something like that. I can't find it on my own videos. It's impossible. YouTube has made it impossible for me. I can't even search my own videos at this point. I don't know exactly what username that is, but you said, Styx, when will you coop on Razor Fist Arcade? Don't care if it's at 4 a.m. I don't really do the lo-fi games sort of thing. I don't know. I play Fallout 4 sometimes. Binary Ghosts. Given the weird stuff we know the elites get up to, what mystery schools do you suppose they could be members of? They're not members of any mystery school. They're not intelligent enough to be. What they're members of is groups that mock the occult, and they use some of the trappings, but otherwise they're completely secular. Let's see. Daroon Albane. Styxmas gift to you. Jack Murphy is a cock. And may the new year be dem-free. Now, I think the next midterms will be based on the polling. Oh my God, I can't wait. By the way, I think we've got to talk about a couple of updates before I continue. I am almost done with all of the literary work for the year, with a week to spare, actually. I've got one more work that I've got about 15 pages left to edit. That will be released before the end of the year. And thanks to Rita Metzner, my longtime illustrator, I will be able to get, hopefully, hardcovers out. First of the Book of Forbidden Knowledge, which is my all-time bestseller. That should be before the end of the year, assuming that Amazon doesn't continue to screw up. And then also for the compilations. And I will be doing 3 more compilations. But first, I want to do more edited works. I want to get those done as quickly as possible next year. I want to get them out of the way. Once I get to edition 400, everything else, I can do whatever I want forever at that point, once I have that kind of library. But that is one of my goals. It's on my bucket list. What can I say? Sigil Stone, 17. How many sticks could Styx stick if Styx could stick sticks? Have a Merry Christmas, everyone. I will stick all of the sticks. Seeing Sights, what is your reply to the claim that efforts against critical race theory is a moral panic? I would say no, the opposite is true. The idea of a racist society is the moral panic. Critical race theory is the grift. Quite the opposite. Nerdbane, lo, Saturnalia, Styx. I know it's a bit late, but I hope you and your family have a mirthful Yuletide. Absolutely. The Grizzly just sent $200. Thank you very much, by the way. That's a lot of Red Bull. Here you go, Styx. Merry whatever you celebrate. What do you think of the current state of online populism and the future of the movement? Also, I'd like to see Shillery versus Trump 2 Electric Boogaloo. Seeing the Time Warp Smith memes alone would be worth it, let alone when do loss second time. Yeah, she'd lose quite easily. Yeah, Biden would too. And I suspect that he will not be the Dem candidate. Yeah. What I would say is this. With the state of online populism, it's being embattled, but it's holding its own. Right now, you see Trump being hammered from all sides. Like the leftoids are trying to say, well, he got a booster shot. Now it's pissing his own fans off. And a very small proportion of his own fans actually are pissed. And this is supposed to speak for tens of millions of people. They're afraid of him. I'll be making a video on this topic tomorrow. They're terrified that he'll run again and that he'll be the nominee. And they're terrified that if he is, especially if Biden happens to be his opponent or Kamala, that he'll win. They're terrified of him being the next Grover Cleveland. They're clearly setting up for some psyops. I can see right through it. But there are people out there that think that he's down and out and done, and they don't see it. And it's rather sad, actually. I would love to see him run against Hillary again, but she won't run. She is actually out of it. Andrea Vespignani. Hey, Styx, Merry Christmas. Following you from Italy. Thanks for being so informative about U.S. politics. You are fun. By the way, I believe your cat would make a better president than Joey Dementia Biden. Yeah, here's some other things that make a better presidency. This Lobello, me, the plant back there, the stick man. You'd definitely be a better president than Joe Biden as well. But that's such low-hanging fruit. That fruit's hanging on the ground so low that it's beginning to rot into the soil. So, Jay Reeds, Merry Christmas, Styx. Question: if the mandate passes through SCOTUS, how should we prepare for what happens next? Go to a red state. But I suspect that won't be the case. I wouldn't be particularly worried. The fact that they fast-tracked it, they put it in their shadow docket. That means they've effectively jumped it to the fore. They wouldn't do that unless it were compelling that they needed to take up that case double quick. And I can't see a reason why they would take it up double quick because they were going to support it. Because if that were the case, they would say, well, we can slow walk it. We support it. We think that it's okay. There's a claim against it, but we can, put that in the regular docket. We'll do that at the end of the year. They decided to jump it to the fore. That points to me to at least 5 of the justices, and I think probably 6, voting against the OSHA mandate. Fallout Entertainment Industries sent $100. Thank you very much. Fallout 2. Yeah, Fallout 1 and 2 look actually really, really great. But I've played 3 New Vegas, Fallout 4. I'm not going to bother playing what's its name, the one that takes place in West Virginia, 76. Not interested. It looks like it's basically an empty game with little dialogue. I want Fallout 5. I'll deal with the next Elder Scrolls title first, though. That's okay. Keolis Rex 87. They chose the winter solstice as the birth of Jesus Christ the Savior, the Son of Man, the righteousness, the light. December 25th is not his real birth date of birth. Pagan holidays disguised, but they came first. Yes, Christmas is an adaptation of paganism. That is historically noted. It's understood. It's objective. There's no real debate about that outside of the realm of Christians that want to appropriate the holiday. What I would say, though, is that the way people celebrate it, though, it can be Christian. If you're celebrating it in the manner that the average Christian does, they go to church, they light their candles and stuff. That's a Christian holiday. The same as the Norse pagans that originally celebrated Yule, the solstice, etc., like we would. They appropriated it, technically speaking, from people who had less organized religious beliefs that came before them. So I don't really begrudge them. I mean, as I pointed out before in my video on the topic, I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me, as long as they are not lying to people and claiming, well, Christmas magically sprang up because Jesus existed. That's not the case. Canadian Histan. Happy Merry Christmas, Styx. Brandon got the translator I worked with in Afghanistan and his family shot and killed. I hope you have a wonderful and prosperous new year. Well, that's definitely happy and festive. I can believe it, though. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. Biden's gotten a lot of people shot and killed. So has Lori Lightfoot, by the way, in Chicago. ZI12 sent $50. Any final analysis with Biden's presidency? By the way, what's going on at the port? If you don't know already, a lot of stuff coming off the containers are spoiled. His presidency gets an F-. It's a failure presidency already, and he's only 1 year in, not even a complete year in. I'm not surprised that things are coming off the containers spoiled, as I warned of, I think, a month ago. The refrigeration systems there won't last forever. It's not a surprise. Hey, yeah, your Easter ham, it's a little bit green, but Green Eggs and Ham is a good book, says Joe Biden. So you shouldn't be too worried about it, right? Astral Walker, Merry Christmas, Styx. I'm shocked Joey Biden hasn't become a YouTube prank call legend. Him and the Springfield pervert could be legendary together. Yeah, imagine if someone called him up, like pretending to be a normal person, and then they switched to Duncan. or the Springfield Pervert, or Stillwell Grandma. The Stillwell Grandma, I gotta say, is one of my favorite all-time soundboard pranks, along with Drug and Alcohol Lady. I think that some of them are underrated. I never knew that Frank Garrett was underrated. I did a poll, I think, God, a week ago or something. Frank Garrett was near the bottom of the list. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this dude was all. I called him myself, by the way. I actually did call Frank Garrett about a month before he died. And I couldn't believe it when I got through with him, to him. And I was like, I said, oh, shit, it's actually you. You know that you're a legend, right? And he said, I don't give a shit. And then he hung up. It was so deadpan. It was so great. It made my day. Magnus Alexander. Mary Yule, please check my band, Existence Void. Your occultism videos influenced us a lot. Also, Kamala attacked me in my dreams. I cry for help. I'd be scared too unless I were Willie Brown. Christina Maniasi sent $50. No comment. Thank you very much. G-Sticks. Clank. British media encourages USA to go Hillary. My response, lol, no sorry. YouTube would not let me post the actual link. Thank you very, very much. It was British media. Okay, let me, I think that I just, oh, if I click these, they go on the screen. Okay, well, I can do that over and over. Yes. Yes, just let me grab this really quickly. If YouTube will. Say to go Hillary. Yeah, see, I typed that in and it still doesn't show up. To go Hillary. My response. Yeah. See, and this is how YouTube algorithmically throttles me. I can literally pop this in verbatim. Oh, there it is. Oh, you have to click a second link in order to actually get to it. Okay, everyone, you want to see me in David Bowie mode? I'm popping a link in the chat for both YouTube and Twitch. I think. Yeah, okay, it should be there. Yeah, you can look at me being glorious in heavy makeup. That was in April 24th of 2016, back when I was considerably thinner. So I have to, yeah, so the link is there. You can see that. So no, I do not cross-dress. That was me in heavy makeup. But I mean, David Bowie wasn't a cross-dresser. I look pretty good there. Let me let me see. There are so many chats here, it's impossible to get to them all. I think okay, that was SJS Shady 0169. Joe Biden got trolled into saying, "Let's go, Brandon. I agree." Yes, the link is in the description to that as well. Jesus Christ Home Slice. Find it kind of funny how America is systematically racist, but we have to trust the racist system to go to lockdowns, gun control, and force a vaccine. That is also the underlying basis of critical race theory. The system is terribly bigoted. It is horribly racist. Let's give it more power. Let's give it more money. This time it'll work. It'll save us. Tom McMorrow, Wheel of Time series on Amazon or Distractingly Woke. Why stop at ethnicity? Trollocs in modern wheelchairs, axes overhead, and just not mention it, lol. I have no idea what that refers to. I've never watched anything on Amazon. Tyson Clark, are you a fan of Thomas Sowell? Yes, absolutely. Seeing Sights, populists, libertarians, and patriots should move to Florida. It would consolidate a state with many electoral college votes as Republican. Well, it wouldn't be Republicans if the libertarians and classical libs are involved. We need an overarching big tent party, or we need different states for those sub-movements. For instance, the libertarians are trying to take over New Hampshire. I wish they would move into Vermont as well. The populists should probably take over Florida, take over Texas. And then the classical liberals choose a state, choose 2 states, fucking take them over. We can have 12 senators. We can have, what, several dozen representatives easily. a half a dozen governors, we'd be sitting pretty. It'd be the kingmakers of society. There's room for more than the Republicans and the Democrats, including in their broad tent status. There are a lot of people, tens of millions of people who are still disaffected. MS Stealth GT3. Happy Yule, Styx. Uncle Joe got trolled into saying, let's go, Brandon. Yes, that is link in the description. That's been noted many times because it's so funny. The fact that he doesn't know what's going on had me in tears. Clank. Yes, and his wife did. That's the funny part. His wife guides him around like a little puppy, and he does what he's told. But he had no clue. And he's like, are you from Oregon? And he sits there for like 5 seconds before the clip cuts off. Christiana Maniasi. Merry everything sticks to you and Liz. Can you give a Christmas clank to your number one clanker, Kevin? XOXO. Clank, clank. I don't have a spoon here, but I do have a pen and a cup. That'll have to do. Merry Christmas. Happy Yule. Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. Festivus, although I think that was a day ago. Ren Paul does that. Westfield 90. GOP won't win in 2022 since they always self-sabotage. Plus, too many conservatives are Ben Shapiro types who are so desperate to appear centrist and attack Trump at every turn. I disagree. If we look at the polling, and keep in mind, this is cherry-picked polling, the Republicans have literally never been this far ahead in modern polling history. That goes back to like the 70s. They will win. It doesn't matter whether it's the cuck Republicans or the populist libertarian side, they will win. What does matter is if you're looking forward to 2024 and you want a GOP that's not neocons, not cucks, then it matters the composition of the people who have won. That's why Bannon and other people are trying to take over the lower level party positions, the local precinct captains and things like that. If they're successful, and they have been massively so far, and if Trump's people can primary out some of the dross Republicans, we'll have it made. We'll have an actual populist party in the U.S. for the first time in many, many decades. Oh boy, won't I be excited. It'll be like the GOP has become a better version of JFK, actually. Gob Gonson. Merry Christmas and Happy Yule. Found the video you were looking for. Watch? Yes, I posted that. Thank you very much. I couldn't fucking find it. I thought it was something about CNN or something at first. Ball Guardian. Hello, Stixler. Have ever seen that newscast about 4chan where the anchor referred to a Pepe pic as a profile pic of the Grinch holding a gun? No, but I do remember when Bill O'Reilly was talking about it being an internet hate machine and a far left pedophile nest. I remember that. And I remember when Oprah was trolled by them saying that they had over 9,000 penises raping kids. I remember that. I was like, what, 2009? I remember those times. I was there. Some people think I'm a new friend. Nope. Some random bloke. Are you a Nickelback fan? No, although didn't Avril Lavigne like marry the front man of Nickelback? She's cool, at least. I don't know why she did that. Tom McMorrow, Wheel of Time series on Amazon is distractingly woke. Why stop at ethnicity? Trollocs and modern wheelchairs, axes overhead bellowing, and not mention it. Again, I think didn't you super chat that before? Wheel of Time is an Amazon series. I've literally never heard of it because I don't use Amazon. My apologies. Sigil Stone 17. Next election is likely to see Pennsylvania go very red. Our Senate passed a pair of bills for permitless carry a couple months ago, but Jagoff and Chief Wolf vetoed, likely to go back through with an override. As long as it gets override, who cares? That just makes him seem even more weak. Demonization animation. I've gone ahead and taken the liberty of replacing your Christmas and holiday playlist with Dio-era Sabbath. That's my gift to you. You're welcome, buddy. Yeah, I prefer Ozzy Sabbath, actually. Ozzy Osbourne is definitely the better of the two, unless it's solo. Ronnie solo was better. Solo work, he definitely gets the upper hand. Ozzy gets the upper hand when it's with Sabbath, including the newer stuff. Some of it's really great. Alamandorius, Merry Christmas Sticks. As easily predicted, Canadian provinces are restricting and, naturally, After they did it, more information comes in to show that the South African scientists were right. Fuck my life. It's a hypochondriac's wonderland. Yes, I did a video about that today. Omicron confirmed, more or less, by UK science as well, to be less deadly. Astral Walker, Styx, what are your thoughts on tulpas? Also, any visit from Stolas recently? No, Stolas doesn't need to visit. He already gave me my task. That's why I'm doing my literary work. And I don't have many thoughts on tulpas. I think that's mainly a meme for most people. Lev Polyakov, Merry Christmas, Styx. We got January 11th confirmed for that Cernovich stream, by the way, on breaktherules.tv. Also, happy Crimbus. Yes, I will be appearing on January 11th, and Cernovich will be there. We'll be talking about herbal medicine and things of that nature. Be there or be square. Am I allowed to say that still on YouTube? Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Cole of Centauri, Merry Christmas from a Christian born on Christmas whose best friend at work is an occultist born on Halloween. Must be something mimetic about that. Yeah, being born on Halloween would be better than being born on January 20th like I was. At least, you don't have to wander into a snowbank. I'm like, yeah, if I want to have an outdoor birthday party, I have to build an igloo. Coprophagia mukbang, $10. You shouldn't look those up, by the way, if you're not into weird shit. Tori, hey Styx, how likely do you think the story of the ancient Sumerians encountering an advanced race of beings from the sky to be true? Reasonably likely. More likely than they encountered gods, which don't exist. Jehovah's Thickness, what's your opinion on Herschel Walker and his run for senator? Also, what do you think of his chances? I don't know who that is. So his chances are Greek to me. By the way, please don't send any more super chats because we're at 42 minutes here. I still have several to get through. And it is Christmas Eve. So, I already did most of the cooking that I need to do other than the squash. There will be sweet squash. It'll be delicious. But, I want to do other things as well. I figured that there are some people, you don't have any family around or anything like that. So I'd hang with you for a while. But if I keep going through super chats, I'd be here for like 5 hours. It'd be a big problem. I'd lose my voice. How am I supposed to make a Christmas video? Jesus. Eric writes, Yuletide greetings. I had fun thought the other day. Scott Adams talks about the two movies on one screen, but I believe it's more pernicious than that. People fundamentally misunderstand one another. Funhouse mirror neurons. Yeah, you should bring that up to him. He might find that amusing. Mike Roch, 999 equals 666. Can you tell us about the incense you are burning? How does one get started in that hobby? Well, you buy incense and then you light it on fire. This is cedar incense, actually. I find it festive. I think it smells nice. Tom McMorrow, turns out deleted super chats still show up for you. No, I didn't even know that. Coprophagia mukbang. Hey Styx, what do you think about psychedelics like ayahuasca, ibogaine, even mushrooms being used for mental health and especially addiction? I get crap for promoting getting off drugs with drugs. There is scientific literature to suggest that especially iboga is capable of that, and magic mushroom, psilocybin to an extent, ayahuasca as well, potentially. That's because the person goes inside of themselves. Psychologically, they go into their own mind and they can clear out the psychological factor of addiction. It won't help with physical addiction. Like if you've been using heroin or something, the withdrawal symptoms would still be there, but you would question, why am I actually using this? What's the underlying basis for the addiction? There is some progress that appears to have been made in that research based on psychedelics. I used psychedelics back in the day. I used salvia and morning glory and amanitas, did psilocybin, LSD, mescaline, the whole 9 yards. Had a great time, by the way, doing it. I don't use anything like that anymore, though, because I can't. Unfortunately, after my overdose, I would get anxiety disorder if I tried. Rather sad. Don't use synthetic cannabinoids. EpicMan004, favorite animated Christmas special? Oh, I am so glad that you asked me that question. It has to be Year Without a Santa Claus. Although Rudolph is good, Frosty is good, I really like the Rankin Bass. Me and Liz, actually, we watched only a couple days ago. Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. That was from '85, I think. That was a really good one. There are a bunch of Jack Frost is one of the best ones as well, with Kubla Kraus. And Kubla sings about, all of the other kinds of leaders he could have been, but nobody wanted to be led by him because he was crazy, insane, and ugly. One of the best Burl Ives animated sort of things that you'll get. But I think Year Without a Santa Claus is definitely my favorite. You have Snow Miser and Heat Miser, and I don't mean the new one. I don't mean the one made in the 2010s. I mean the old one from 68 or something like that. I used to watch that as a kid. I loved it. Yes, Kubla, king of the Cossacks, but there are no Cossacks to be king of. There's the rub. Lord Tennyson's pipe. Happy Christmas and Yuletide, Styx. What do you think of Buddhist meditation and meditation in general? Also, do you have a favorite chocolate? Mine is praline. Liz is the chocolate expert. I don't do sweets very much. Meditation is good, I would say, generally. It helps to breed self-awareness. The problem is most Westerners don't do it right. They think that when they're meditating, they're supposed to just sort of zone out of existence. No, you're supposed to feel yourself. Like when you're meditating, when you're doing the breathing or whatever you're doing, feel sensation along your body and move your awareness around the body. So feel how, for instance, start off with your shoulder. There's some sensation there. So you're meditating, just feel that sensation and be in the sensation, so to speak. I know it sounds like phony or fucking new agery or something, but it does work. Just feel that shoulder. Now move your awareness around the body. I can even do it now when I'm talking to you and am actually at the moment. I can feel the different parts of my body that normally I'm not consciously aware of. That's all it is. That's literally all meditation is. It has nothing to do with becoming non-existent. It has nothing to do with some special breathing exercises or any of that bullshit. It has to do with self-awareness. Mr. Twisted Frenzy, Merry Christmas, Styx. Hope you have a festive holiday and a Happy New Year. Yes, it will be very, very festive once the squash and the chicken get made. We're eating a dead animal for Christmas. Very celebratory. D. Bob Cole, give us the collab with actual Justice Warrior we've all been waiting for. I don't know who that is, but sounds good. Yeah, get me in touch. By the way, why are people talking about Russell Brand? He does meditation shit. He probably does it the Western way. So probably says, oh, feel your breath. Ho, ho, ho. J Mill, check out the Snowman 1982 animated special. Yeah. Anything from the 80s or before. It's like the Bunny Picnic. This is an old Henson movie. By the way, that same rabbit character was recycled for, I believe it was the Muppets Christmas Carol, actually. I think they used the same exact puppet for that. I mean, it was supposed to say puppets as a Muppet. They used the same rabbit for that. I thought it was great. As a kid, we had it on VHS. My parents pirated it off TV because we were too poor, of course, to afford movies. I thought it was great. Watched it not that long ago, actually. Me and Liz watched it. It was pretty good. It's better than any modern movie. Anything after the 2000s, by and large, sucks. Rocket Surgery MD on Twitch. Trump was just put in to pacify the conservatives and make them think they are winning. Trump is a pressure release and nothing more. Well, you could say that about basically any individual within politics. The leftoids right now think that about Biden and a million others within the leftist parties. They think the same thing. Really, they represent a consensus reality, which you may not agree with, and I certainly don't in many cases. But it is a consensus reality. It's not a pressure valve. Ball Guardian, what is your opinion on Luke from We Are Change? He does suffer from terminal TDS. Sometimes he's all right, but other times he acts like a glowing one. No clue who that is. If his name is Luke, he's probably named after Star Wars. So at least he was named after the trilogy that actually mattered. my, my name is Anakin. I'm a YouTuber. Stable Chaos sending $50. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Sticks. Could you share the names of the cats and how to tell them apart? They are Yana and Farah. If they are getting in trouble, it is Yana. If they are asleep, it is probably Farah. That's a joke. No, Farah is slightly smaller, and she has the perpetual bitchy face thing going on. You know, resting bitch face, but she's a very sweet cat. Yana is much more cuddly to humans, but she is a terror when it comes to her sister. She's in cat therapy, actually, at the moment. She has to be in therapy, especially at night, has to be segregated from her sister because she's been terrorizing her for weeks. Anyway, I think I'll go off here. We're at 50 minutes, and I would have gotten to those. Yeah, can I still see this? Yeah, my apologies on Odyssey. I know at least one person did send a super chat, but I can't actually scroll up enough to see it because the chat won't allow me to do so, I think. Just give me a second here. Let me see if this... Yeah, there's no way for me to see it. Although American Dissident's talking about having an 11.5 pound prime rib roast. That does sound good. We've got a chicken. We would have a regular chicken and baste it like Liz would baste it herself, but they didn't have any because they were all sold out, so we had to get a pre-basted one. But we'll augment it, and it'll be on a pile of potatoes, roasted potatoes, with some squash, yummy bread, deviled eggs, cranberry sauce, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be delicious. Maxwell Bashules. Hey, Sticks, are you aware of the band Sabaton? Yes, I am actually. If not, I recommend you check out their new single on the Christmas Truce of World War I. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I do like Sabaton. Mr. Floppy, everyone is gay in the Matrix now. Hashtag spoiler alert. Hashtag Agent Smith 1. Yeah, I heard that the new Matrix was woke, but you know, I only ever watched the first one anyway. I don't give a shit about it as a canon or anything like that. I don't understand caring. It doesn't matter. The original Matrix was a good movie. You know, it's sort of Keanu Reeves is perfect in the role because he didn't have to show any emotion. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go off now because I've got to use the bathroom, have a snack or something like that. But I hope that you enjoyed this extra live stream. I probably will not live stream until next year. Although actually, well, technically the day after Christmas is a Sunday. Okay, I'll probably do one more live stream this year then. I'll do my normal 26th live stream. But beyond that, I've got to do a lot of literary work. We've got one more here by Joe Biden's Dentures. Merry Christmas and Happy Yule to all Clankdom. We advance on all fronts. The vouchest hordes melt before our legions. Victory in 2022. You know, I think we already had a victory based on his ban from Twitch and his own mushmouth sourpuss Ness. But we'll talk about that in the years to come. And yes, Simon Phoenix, the dancing nurses in the White House were definitely cringy. But it's no different than the TikTok nurses of last year. TikTok, by the way, botting constantly and claiming to be bigger than Google now. And I'm like, come on, dude. That's about all. Peace out.